Hey YouTube, I'm just filming this just to I'm doing it anyway. I'm not putting very much effort into the video. I've never done this before, but so here is this Chibson or chilled Guild double neck. So this is a 12 string bridge, right? There's a hell of a lot of pull in 12 strings. Also, this is made of MDF or something with a veneer on it. So I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I could just glue that back down, but it's just going to lift up again. So what I've got is this piece of plywood, which you can't see, in here, with two screw holes in it, which if I put it through there, I can lift the piece of plywood using the screw holes, yeah. So the plan here is paint this with glue, slide it in, use my torch, get that in there onto the bottom of it, pull it up to the underside, right? While it's on the underside, undo one, put them both in, undo both of them, undo one of them, slide that one in, clamp it onto the bridge, undo that one, put it up there like that, tighten up. And then obviously at some point in this process, I'll be filling this with glue and covering that in glue. So basically, and then at the end, I'm going to run two screws through there and there, straight into the piece of plywood in the back, so that basically the whole thing is clamped up and it's going to be 3 times as strong as it was when it was new. That's the plan. So small paintbrush, Evo stick. You'd be better kind of wetting with it as you're going to put the glue on first. I'm not going to really worry that much about the bottom of the underside really. I'm just going to make sure that I don't put any glue over those screw holes because I need to see those screw holes. Really. So Evo stick wood glue here we come. I'm not even really be bothered about being super good with it. Just want it to. Maybe I shouldn't have put water on the brush first. That's a very valid argument. It seemed to work very well. But this will be getting like screwed, clamped together. Obviously, I would rather put it on the underside as well. No. Oops, got some of the wires. That'll just be annoying. Wiring this was quite on the dodgy side as well. Literally, the cables are just soldered together with a bit of tape around them. But I mean, these are just made by somebody in somebody's almost like a house in China. I know I've seen Chinese factories. They're not what we would class as factories. You know, it's like quite often just like one level of an industrial estate room, just with folk in it, just building computers or doing something like that. You know, in small scale in a residential zone sort of thing. This is me. I'm not really putting that much glue on the underside. I should probably be absolutely caking it. You'll never see it anyway. But the glue's just the glue will hold it, but it's really more I kind of want to put a big blob in the centre. I think. I'm actually just going to be sticking right. So here's so that's part one. Now we get poking about with a torch, trying to line this up with the holes on. I did it the other way around last time. I wonder if we'll be able to do it. Can I see? If I can find one of them kind of on the way, I think. Did I do it with a torch on the inside last time? Did it is. There's the hole there. I pull it in. Right, I think I can get that. So if I just stick this screw down into the hole. Oh, I can't quite see. Where are you? Let me just come back a wee bit. Well, how you're meant to do this, I have no idea. I think one of the problem with sometimes with guitars like this is it's not really been thought about. It wasn't really important how good it was. It was basically, can we make something that looks like Slash's guitar? So basically there should have been another plate in below this, or basically it should have been a 6 string, not a 12 string. I'm still not sure I'll put 12 strings on it. I think I'll put 6 on to start with. Although to be fair, I think I did actually get a 12 string set with it, so I might as well. Right. So that's me got a grip of the two bits. I've not really thought about this particularly well in advance. I just think this might work. So if I pull this up, because both of those have gripped onto the piece of plywood, we're now pulling the piece of plywood up to the underside of the... Oh! Okay. Right, so that's it coming up to the underside. So now what I want to do is take one of these out. Oh, how am I going to do this? Bastard, I've got to do this. I've got to paint this whole thing with glue first, don't I? Yeah, so that involves filling this cardboard with PVA, which I suppose will at least seal it. I'm not going for extreme good looks here. I'm not really caring what it looks like, to be honest. I just want it to be solid. It might get J-Packs painted at the end. I'm not sure what it's going to do with this. I don't even know why I bought it. There's not really any point. Just because it was really cheap. And I thought, that's really silly. You know what I mean? But if I can make it work, does anyone want to buy a left-handed but been rewired to be restrung right-handed double neck slash guitar? The problem with double necks is if you've never had one, they're pure amazing. But if you've already had one, then you're kind of you very quickly realise that the only way you can ever really use a double neck is if somebody else in the band has one as well, or you have to specifically choose which song what you're going to use it in. I'm just going to let this flob all over the outside. I don't really care. I'll wipe it off once it's going. I'd rather too much glue and wipe it off than not enough. And that bit there's going to look shit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I just do far too much. I suppose anything that falls through these holes as well is likely to glue the two bits together, so that's good. Right, now I'm doing the underside of this. This is total chaos. This might be a complete disaster. Mind you, actually, if you're watching this video, the chances are it's not a complete disaster. It did work. No, if it's a complete disaster, I'm the sort of person that would put it out anyway. I don't care. But I'm not putting two perfectly flat surfaces together here because the top of this guitar is completely destroyed. There's no way of doing this properly. You've got to do it bodgy, patch it up, Mad Max style. It's really the back side that needs. That's where all the pressure will be. That's why I've put this piece of plywood at the back, and when I put the retaining screws in the front, they're going, here. They're going here rather than in the middle. They're going right at the back, so to stop that pulling thing. Right, so let's have a wee go here and just see what happens if I... This is incredible, going to be really difficult to do. Right, so I want to... Right, I want to hold that up. I want to take that out. Right, so I want to put that through that, through that. And then I'm hoping that I can lift this up. Oh, this isn't as easy as... Yeah, this isn't as easy as it first appeared to be. I could maybe have done with another screw. Maybe two's not enough. I want this to be up near the top. I could be able to pick that up again easily enough. Has it moved? Shit. Lost it. Okay, right, so... That one has a better grip. So if I hold that there, take that out. I'm trying to do this. I need a third hand. How the hell am I meant to hold that up while I'm putting that other screw in? I'm not, I'm just going to wipe it. Right. Take that out. Move that round. Go on, be in line, be in line. In theory it's there, in theory it's there, but it's not quite. That's it. I think so, I think so. So if I tighten these up, we should get some clamping action on the go here. I don't want to push down when I'm trying to tighten them up. These are shit screws to use. Right, okay, we have to. Oh, I can't get the. How am I going to do that? Put them in bit by bit by pliers. Is that what I have to do? The thing is, if I push down to get a grip on the screwdriver, I'm going to push the thing off the bottom. So really, just use better screws. I mean they are. They're only temporary, but they're still there. Come on, if only I could get a screwdriver if I can grip it. Come on. Okay. Right, so what at least the plan was, what I think I should have done here is I've just bolted this down very much. And I'm just going to fill whatever I can with glue to try and fill the gaps. But it should be quite well done in. I'm tempted to put these outside screws in just now, because they'll be better. To just get more clamp, you know, like there and there. I might do those screws just now. And that bit there looks shit. Where am I? See, I'm thinking if I put the other screws in, I might get a little bit better. So I was looking at how does that screw go down? That'll do. Right, fucking there. Yeah, here we go. Is that shit drill bit? It was. Right, where's the other? That's fine. Right, here we go. So we're putting some solid ones in. What do I reckon? Right on the top there, right there. Maybe a bit further in, a wee bit closer in. What a rubbish drill bit, has to be said, but there we go. Okay, that was a bad mistake. These screws are not going to do it. I need bigger screws. I've just drilled the hole too big because I didn't have the correct drill bit. So there you go. Kiddie winks, make sure you've got the correct drill bit before you do these things. Is this just going to have to be random screws? This needs to be a bit, okay. panic. Glue's drying, it'll be fine. So I need a screw that's a bit wider than that, but still quite short. What's that one there like? That would do. It's a bit industrial looking. I'd kind of rather it was like a dome head one. It's probably a hole wider than that. It's all going so well as well. Yeah, these are too wee. I need a. What's that one? Too wee. Yeah, that one will do. It's just it looks a bit shit. It can be changed out with a better one later on. What I want is to get a good, if this gets really good traction, it'll be a good squeeze and it'll put you. I want to see it squishing the glue out the outside around this edge here. Would be nice. I don't know whether that's ever going to happen or that might be a bit. Oh, it seems to be quite. It's actually squeezing the glue out. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's pretty. Right, and the same again in this corner. Maybe just use the same drill bit. Maybe start off with the same drill bit. I would rather have a couple extra screws, which shouldn't be there, holding it together, than not having a couple extra screws, not holding it together. I just try and rattle a screw straight in the top. Yeah. Then I'll start thinking about whether it's kind of tempted to put the strings on it and just make it play before I even bother trying to mess about with the that's a good one. Torque setting. Yeah, see that's squeezing the glue out all the way around the outside. That's what we like to see. Well, my newfound, there's been a few acoustic guitars I've had a go at repairing recently. Assuming this one's going to work, which I think it possibly, there's a chance that it might. It's not 100% definite it won't work. I wonder if I should be drilling out these holes just now while I've got it's set out. I think I might. Have I got is that the one that goes through all these? It is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill all 12 of these holes out. That will, before the glue dries. That means that there'll be a chance for the air to get out the glue, and if it's not, it'll probably dry a bit quicker. So I'm just going to run these all through. So basically that's job done for today. I can replace these screws with better ones once it's all clamped up, and these two screws are obviously not staying in there. They were just guide rolls. So I don't think that, you know, touch wood so far, I don't think that went too bad. I think that's, as I said, this is not, I was not going for, you know, looks. I was going for just making sure that this is strong, and that's definitely, I wonder how, where's my straight edge? I seem to remember thinking it actually looked like it might have worked. Aye, it looks like the bridge is going to be sort of in the right place. So really what I've got to look at is changing over that. That there. That's really the only thing, because see when you're playing it, like 12 string, double necks are really annoying anyway, but these, you can't even see them. These knobs don't really get in the way that much, because you're playing here, and then you're playing here, so I'd maybe put lower profile ones on, but I don't know if I can be bothered taking, you know, drilling holes and moving everything about, especially not in this the semi-hollow bit. Yeah, so I'm hoping that's enough. I'm just going for uniform weight distribution, having a few screws in there holding a piece of plywood onto the back and then just having glue sandwiched all the way through it. It's going to be better than it was when it was new, so I suppose that counts as a successful repair. Assuming it's going to work. Okay, so there you go. Update on why buying the stupidest guitar I've bought for a while. Like just the whole principal idea of having an electric and an acoustic together and then making it China so it's really cheap. Maybe not. Rock on!